Alhaji, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Well, we thank God we are live from direct, of course, with Alhaji, the astute scholar, a man who defends the truth against all odds. Yes, this is happening live and direct. Kindly join us in this wonderful submission this afternoon. We are to discuss, of course, about the allegation over the Tinubu government of being accused of nepotism, still selecting his own men within sensitive positions, and that's according to many school of thought that won't augur well, being that Nigeria is a multi-plural state, and Tinubu is being accused of that. What is your take, Alhaji?
Nepotism. Good morning, Nigerians. Abi. Good afternoon, all Nigerians. I really appreciate you for having me on the platform.
You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you. Nepotism, if we use that word, yes, I personally will want to use that word for him too. And somebody out there will just say, don't mind the idiot. When Buhari was in government, was it not also on nepotism? But there's a clarification I want to make here that a lot of us don't know. That most times you just see like the northerners, maybe they are marginalizing the other states. No! The numbers of states that come from the north are much. And all these states are going to have their representatives from various states. Do you understand? So by the time you get Ahmadu in Kaduna, you see Abubakar. In Kano, you see Isa in Sokoto, and you will see Abubakar in Jos, blah blah blah. That's how it goes. But you never know that all these people are holding the position based on where they come from. They are holding it on their slots. You understand now? Because they are now holding it on their slots. The only thing that will just come out and say, no, you are picking everybody from the north. Rather, you have forgotten that you are picking it based on the slots that you are supposed to put on the table, because they go into negotiation with, they go into plans, they go into an arrangement with themselves in most times. That, okay, look, when we get into government, this will go here, this will go here. It's a plan. It's a plan work. You understand? So at that time, it comes from everywhere. Unlike, I don't know, but I want to believe that, unlike what is happening now, which is not like that. If you look at most of the guys who are making a Tinubu's government, most of them are his boys. For those who have served him as a commissioner or special advisor or something like that, or maybe those he has been sending on errand,
These trusted boys.
the trusted boys, so to say. So those are the people that he is fixing everywhere. You understand? So if people will now come out to come and say, no, this is nepotism or no nepotism, people will be able to accuse him of that. But the reason why I would say people will accuse him of being nepotism is that most of these people that he's using now in government are those who have served him in the state. So they are not representing any other state in the Yoruba region. Do you really get what I'm saying now?
Exactly.
They are not representing other regions in Yoruba land. If only they are now brought somebody because this one is from Ogun, the other one they brought it because it's from Ondo, this one they brought it because it's from Akure. So people like us now will not say it is nepotism, will not be able to stand against him. Do you understand now? Former governor of Osun State lost. Because he lost, he gave him an appointment in the government. I don't know, maybe you understand what I'm saying now.
Exactly.
He gave an appointment. Forget about governorship. We'll give you another thing. They did that in order to compensate him. Aside from the fact that he lost. The state, he even lost the state to the president. He was able to get a slot because he's his boys. He's one of his own boys. I keep saying something like what I say about Alaki. I don't have anything against him. But the only thing I just look at is that this man has he diverts his attention. Maybe they divert themselves, but they know why they diverted, because this is somebody we are seeing as a fantastic journalist, in terms of communication. If they have given him Minister of Communication or anything, my brother will be one of those things that will be celebrating him instead of mineral resources that have given to him. So they are planting their loyalists where he is planting his loyalists wherever he feels deemed for him that they will be able to protect him
and deliver.
That's what he's doing. So if they use the word nepotism for him, he allowed that to fall on him. Because if you want to look at those guys, I still repeat, if you want to look at those guys who are, they think or they believe are representing the interest of the Southwest, you will discover that these are the former commissioners, former SAs, and in one thing or the other in Lagos State. Are you getting me? So definitely he is working for Lagos State people. Nepotism. Underline. Capital letter.
And without any recourse to the interests of the generality of the masses. Now the North are accusing him seriously.
No, if the
he's a secluded appointment.
he has paid for it.
You mean he have paid for it?
He has paid for it now. They collect money for it.
Okay, how did they collected money?
They collect money for it. What are they complaining? And then go to their boss, their bosses that sold them out.
So they shouldn't complain. It's too
No. I don't want to hear anybody fucking person that would come to tell me that he has worked for Tinubu want to come tell me what you are complaining for. Why? He has paid for it. His money is working. And he must get his money back. It's not for like Christmas.
Okay, could that be the reason why let's take it for instance, the former commissioner of finance in Lagos State is now this central bank.
He need his money back at all costs, my brother.
Like I luckily recited in
this is something that he don't know, but he knows. He put people beside him and say, go and dig this one, go and dig this one, because license or anything, things will come in for them. That is the truth.
Onilola is manning new economy.
My brother, that is the truth. Tinubu don't make somebody a friend unless somebody that he's going to make use of to extort the nation. That's what he did to extort Lagos State. Are you getting what I'm saying now? If I say something now, you just see it will look like propaganda. Like all this thing I've been saying, have you gone out there to go and find out that this man is saying is lying?
But you say he exploited Lagos State. Where are the original indigenes of Lagos? Where are they when such a window was created?
They too sold out themselves. Lagos indigenes sold out themselves. And now they don't have the power. Because he has the money and he has the power. They can lock you up anytime, any day. They can sideline anything that will come to you. They can sideline anything that will come to you. Because he's in power. He has the money. I see he's not in power. Even then, who was able to challenge him? Who is going to write petition against him? At that time when they want to write petition against him that he corrupted the state, he has siphoned the Lagos State money here and there. We are now looking at who is going to write, who is going to support by the time they put it up front. The people who are supposed to write have already sold out themselves. They sold the seat for senator for him. You know the likes of Abdul Wahab and Oniyagi now, who are indigenous, who have represented Lagos State very, very well. You understand? We know the likes of Sarunis now. They are indigenous. Tinubu is very, 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 very tricky.
And very intelligent. Very smart.
That you see all these things, all those two words you are using. All those words you're using, the white man using for positive things. Smart. This man is smart. He's a thief. In Nigeria, that is the word. In Nigeria, we use the word smartness. Thief, we call it smart. Somebody stole money, you say he's very intelligent. You steal my money, they say he's intelligent for picking my money. Is that intelligence? What has he created with that he has creativity? You're good. We use creativity when it comes to intelligence. They work hand in hand with intelligence. Are you getting me? Smartness has something different again to do. That he got an opportunity and he grabbed it. He doesn't want it to waste. That is what is called smartness. You understand? But you took somebody's money and put it into your pocket, the real one for it is thief. It's not smartness. You understand? And it's not intelligence. We learned. Elegushi. You know what is Elegushi now? Do you understand?
Yes.
It's a traditional chief. Has it not served him? Do you know how they install him? It's one of his PAs. One of the guys in his group. They pick him, put him there. Those who own the place, before they shout, they say there's nothing you can do. They are looking at if another government come, they will fight it, they will do everything. Then the person they want to fight on, the person they put on the throne, happen to be now the Mr. President. What are they going to fight?
That is another thing. What are they going to fight?
How are they going to fight it?
And where do they start?
And the same thing now that I want to see that go and ask, go and check the record, go and check record of the family of Tinubu's government, I mean Tinubu's family in Lagos State. Those who are bearing the name Tinubu, go and check the record of their minutes in their family. If he has ever appeared in one of their meetings as a son of that son. Do you understand now? He wrote Paul to pay Peter in most of the things he's doing, because nobody, no family in Osho State are bearing Tinubu. Not any kingdom, not any Yoruba kingdom in the Yoruba land that are bearing Tinubu aside from Lagos, and it's not from Lagos, which is glaring.
Could it mean that he was adopted in the course of time?
No, my brother, you just want to hear more of that from me. He was. And he never denied it. He never denied when everybody was saying it.
Being adopted, doesn't that give him the right?
Who was the person that did then?
To appropriate.
So who is the person that the right? Who adopted? You know, there are procedures of everything in Nigeria have procedures. Who adopted him? So by the time they adopt him now, who was the person they showed that this is your senior brother, this is your junior brother, this is so thing, and they be holding a meeting? Wasiu Ayinde has been one of the strong men behind him. We know a lot of things about him. He has said a lot of things from behind. He never known that things will be like this. He himself was has said a lot of things. Where he's playing snooker at Ikpori and the rest of the thing. He has said a lot of things about him. You understand? One of the things he says that we have expected that by now they should be able to prove it is that if Tinubu is in Lagos, is from Lagos, have you ever for one day asked BC Olatilo, who deal in ceremonial events, programs, has he ever attended any program, any ceremonial being done by Tinubu's family that Tinubu is leading them to the ceremony as the big man of the family? Either wedding, naming ceremony, or obituary. Let them tell us one party that he has attended in the name of that family. Or nobody died in their family. And nobody, they never get married for their house. Have you never seen have you sang any music on him attending wedding ceremony of Tinubu, doing it for his children? Or for one of his uncle of that same family of Tinubu's? How are you fooling ourselves?
Could it be that money is speaking? Is representing him even when it's for him to not to appear,
for him not to do the deal,
too much money
for him not to do his traditional rites, for him not to do his traditional rites.
Now another
let me ask you this question.
Okay,
you see Jesus Christ, Jesus now no get brother. You no get senior, no get junior.
Even Jesus identified with his brothers. and
Okay, you are not telling me.
family tradition.
Probably he has. Yeah. Okay. What about him now? So he's above Jesus Christ. Is that what you are telling me now? That we cannot identify him to somebody. Now they identify him to an old woman, a market woman, who has good money, and she has followership as a leader of the market women. Are you getting me? Who have adopted him? Now the question is, why is Tinubu name missing in that woman's name? Our mama Abiba to Magaji. Why is Tinubu not attached in her name? Or why is Ahmed not in her name? Probably if he is Bola, his father will be Ahmed. Her husband should be either Ahmed, or she inherit that name of the family to be Tinubu. That must be attached to her name. That is only Habibatu Magaji. We are trying to dig some other things again that it's not working in Nigeria anyway. It's not working in Nigeria because for long, those who are arranged Omobolanle was the name of a woman, a female, that was used for him to remove him for Bola, that meant him to take him to school then in Chicago to cover the late Omobolanle. They will tell you are framing a story now. I'm not from Lagos State. I'm from Oyo State, from Ogbomoso precise. You understand? But my brother, I follow the trend of history about our leaders in this country, because you should know who is leading you. So if you are having problem, you should be as a Nigerian, you should know who is your leader and why are you facing the problem you are facing and why are things like this. I remember very well, vividly well, Yoruba used to say one proverb that any place that is settled, any family that is settled, it means the bastard in that family has not grown up. Any settled family, the bastard in that house has not grew up. A lot of the leaders we have in Nigeria, let me tell you, I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of Buhari. Are you getting me? No, I'm not saying it because I'm a fan of Buhari. Sincerely speaking, out of the whole leaders we have in Nigeria that have served us in Nigeria, that are our leaders in Nigeria, Jonathan, give it to him. We know his family. Even if it's halfway east, halfway south. Are you getting me? But he has his origin, and he celebrates it. Yamadua, he has his origin. He celebrated it. He never hide it. Do you understand? Buhari has his origin. He celebrated it. Did Obasanjo celebrated where he comes from? Did he?
I don't know. Is it from Ota? Is it from
Ota? They reject your brother this afternoon again. Is he not from Obi? He's not Onitsha. His father is Obi of Onitsha now.
I'm shocked at that.
Don't be shocked. Go online, your phone, check it. His father is a retired police officer. That is why he is rubbishing Nigeria. He is rubbishing a tradition of Yoruba tradition. That time when he said he wants to become the Olowu of Owu. They came out to tell him the history of his life. That was 1982. He got it. Moto. They gave it to him. Moto. They brought the picture and that of his father. Sometimes ago, I tell it to the Flip TV. I say your Flip TV platform. I brought the picture. I showed it to them. My brother, if you bring the picture of the late, this one you cannot run away from that picture. It's the late Obi of Onitsha. You see that they cut them into two with him. He's a retired police officer who goes there and he met his mother and they were in love. And they have a baby, which he did not take it. He did not take it from her. Ask him up to know if he can point into a certain house in that Owu kingdom. That is, this is my father's house in Owu kingdom. That's why we're having problem with Nigeria. Come on, talk of Babangida himself. From where? That's a lineage that they brought it that very close to and tell him it's from Obama land. Now I want to tell you that partially I want to tell you this, yes, because I know little history about that. You understand? Yes, I have a little history because I remember.
Okay, Babangida is from Obama.
Yes, because there was a time that somebody who happens to be is when they wanted to celebrate his late dad at that time, his late wife was in Obama to come and celebrate it. They did it for 3 days. They closed all the major roads there. Now poor man they talk, you no go believe him. In my place. Now talk of Abacha. Where's his father's house in Kano? This is somebody that's rejected his own people from Maiduguri. Yeah, he cannot point into a place in Maiduguri that this is his place. They end up claiming to be from Kano. The late Murtala Mohammed, what happened to him? It was after he's dead, they now, the traces now, bring the traces to him that is from Auchi.
Auchi, Edo State.
Edo State. He's not from Kano. But he died and is buried in Kano. Because that is the place he claimed. So virtually this country has been governed, has been led by a lot of bastards. Are you getting me? They cannot come out to come and talk of our own origin. So that is the problem we have. That is the problem we have in this country. So like I said, I go back to the saying of the Yorubas that said, a family that is having peace, it means the bastard among them is yet to grow up. The moment he grew up, he will bring some laws that will not be okay with those biological child of those family and which can cause a lot of problem. You understand? Then we come back to our program. It's one of the things we have in Lagos State now. A lot of projects you see, most of this road you see, most of these companies you see in this Lagos, they assist government to do one or two things on the road because they also know that is where they sell and buy. But the government is claiming the responsibility of that they are responsible for it, which goes into the budget that they take. So up till now, the Lagosians, they hardly, like this, they sweat it out to be able to bring out the indigent that has become a governor in Lagos State.
So let's look at what is your take on the action of Obasanjo to the Obas, asking them to
stand up, sit down.
To stand up, yes.
I told you that because he did not belong, he did not know the culture. Eh? You understand now? Because he did not know the culture.
And what are the reactions of the Obas? Or they are yet to comment on such acts?
I don't want to speak for them because they are gluttons. A lot of them, they are gluttons. What they are eating at that time is what they know. Their salary is what? It's coming from the government.
That's another very critical issue.
They get their salary from government. So they now look at if they fail to stand up, this is going to affect their salary. For some of them who are not ready to stand, when you see one of his leader that has stood up, he will ask him sincerely, deep inside his heart, deep inside his mind, can he say that to the late Alaafin of Oyo?
I say now traditional institutions are losing, of course, their respect and their dignity.
Since they have already involved themselves into politics, they lost it out. You understand? Since they got during the elections, most of the time election in Nigeria, if guys not taken, You go to some of these chiefs, you go to their area where they're sitting, where you go there, you see ballot papers there where they're printing live and direct before them. I don't think you understand what I'm saying now. So that is why anybody who wants to get to the throne is becoming a do or die. It is not about that salary they are going for, because they know that thing that will be going for. How much is their salary? Their salary is not up to that of the local government chairman now. Go and check the payroll. It's not up to the that of the local government chairman, but they get from the politicians. Omawani, now we put you there. How you go there? So those one will be sending them 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. They want to do any occasion, they buy clothes for them. They give them attire, they dash them cars, they do everything. That's how what they're enjoying, not the salary.
And they are no longer custodians of
they are not. No. You hardly meet anybody within the traditional leader here in Nigeria now that will tell you that he's in holding custodian of his people. He hold it in his own hand. That is protecting it. I'm not saying the Yoruba everywhere in Nigeria. I want to say no. Partially, the little you can just see that you can see little thing in the houses, but not fully. You understand now? Not fully. You can see little in the houses.
They still have little respect.
No. They do.
Emirates.
They do. But here we don't. We don't here. Once it is the issue of money, once it comes to issue of money, they are ready to do and undo with their people. That's the truth of the matter. So Obasanjo rubbishing traditional council and everything, no, don't blame him for that, because he did not belong here. You understand? The beautiful thing he's enjoying is that he fought the war against his people.
That is very pathetic. He fought the war
against his people.
His supposed people.
He fought the war against his people. These people don't see that look, if they send him away from there, can't you accommodate him here? They take him, he now become a member of the Owu family that the mom came from. Do you understand now? And you see what happened to Atiku now? He said they told us now, the two of them, that it was Atiku that made him to surrender Bakassi to the Cameroonians, because Atiku belongs to Cameroon. You are surprised. You are surprised.
When both of them were presiding over the affairs of this country.
That is it. That he said,
president and vice president.
Yes, he said Atiku mislead me to give Bakassi to Cameroon. But he never knew that Atiku is saving his own people from where he comes from. Yeah?
Now, following the latest revelation made by the Chicago State University, yes, they admitted that Tinubu graduated from Chicago State University. But that Tinubu was affirmed to be a female Tinubu, who was also a citizen of United States of America. Now, the question is that people have been claiming that the president, who happens to be the Tinubu, is the one in question. But there are certain mysteries to unravel here. Is the president of Nigeria a female? Because the Chicago State University said that this is a female.
So which means what I said earlier, that there is one Omobolanle. I should be right then. And you call it smartness. And you call it intelligence.
So what we want to dig into is that now, yes, Tinubu Omobolanle or Bola was a graduate of Chicago State University. But she was a female according to the revelation.
I know she's late.
She's late according to some revelations.
She got that admission.
Yes, she got the admission.
And they don't want that admission to waste.
Okay. But how could that be possible in the whole United States? Who happens to be
because our Mr.
big brother,
because our Mr. President, as you said, is smart and intelligent. Abi?
But the Tinubu, who happens to be a girl, was also a citizen of the United States. Now, the question is that is the current president a citizen of United States?
You see? You don't understand me. Is he?
That is fundamental. We need to get this straight.
No,
So we know the Tinubu.
if our Mr. President is from United States of America, let him go and spend the weekend there now. Are we?
Because if it happens to be from United States as a
Let him
citizen,
go and spend the weekend
it has
there.
some legal implication.
Let him go and spend his weekend there, and let him show that he's from there. Are you getting me? The problem I have with these white men, all these Western people, the problem I have with them is that they always cause our problems, and they pretend they don't know. Until that thing is not favoring them again, they want to use same people again to come and lead that thing. Now that's the problem that we are having now. For long they knew now. When he was accused of one thing or the other, they know how much they have collected from him at that time to keep the case. Did they collect money? Did he pay for some certain amount of money? You don't understand. And there's clarification at that time that maybe it's a fine or anything, which you also remember that he pay a fine. Who do you fine? In the court of law, who do you fine?
Somebody that is guilty of certain offenses.
And he paid for that. Is he supposed to hold a sensitive position like a governor in Nigeria? Not to talk of presidency. You understand? Oh, my brother, what happened to those people who have a Toronto certificate that they will remove them in Senate and the rest of things? That should not happen to this one that we have on ground now.
Possibly the immunity clause he enjoys,
which has been a major problem in Nigeria, because everybody wants to get there at all costs. When it comes to issue of immunity, they tell you that you have nothing to say, because it doesn't take them anything to give out 200 million, 300 million within 2 minutes or 10 minutes.
Regarding that immunity clause, who should be blamed? Is it the president or the senators? Most people have been, of course, of the opinion that
They are also within my brother.
Nigerians are not focusing on the National Assembly. They are only focusing on the executive. While the National Assemblies are the brain boss behind the myriads of problems bedeviling Nigeria. Just for the immunity clause, they are the one who drafted such a constitution.
We are the problem. Do you know why? We are the problem
for not holding them accountable.
We are not holding them accountable because we voted for somebody to go and do something for you in Abuja and is doing something wrong. Instead of us to call them back, we don't do it. How many times have you seen somebody call somebody back from the Senate or call him back from the rep, or call him back from House of Assembly? Don't worry, 4 years go pass. We go see what will happen. That's what we'll be saying. And before that 4 years come and give you 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 again, they'll forget it again. He will tell you some other nation, he will tell you say na small pikin dey worry me. That time when they fucking why you no go fucking mama, make him know say na child is very childish. Somebody he will come back and tell you that I'm that I'm a small boy, I don't know what I'm doing there. Now I think with you people now I'm ready to go alongside with you. I'll carry all my elders, I will carry all people along. You prostrate, I will give them what you want to give them, and they'll tell him go back again for the second time.
And as such, they have sold their birthright.
I said the problem we have in this country is me and you, because we give them the upper hand to do and undo with us. Did you really understand me? We allow it. Not until we come out, we write a protest letter. We write a petition against somebody. How many do you want? See what is happening in the United States of America.
Is it writing a petition? Who will attend to those petitions?
They will be the one to attend it, but before you know it, either they like it or not, they must, because you are writing and you are following it, you stand by it. They want to read the petition everywhere, and they see that everywhere in the house is full. No security man can stop you from going in. They know that they want to cause a problem. Then what is going to happen? They will read it before you. And if they don't say it right, you start beating them inside there. until such thing happen that we are able to kill 2 or 3 or 4 of them. If this sort of thing happens now, let all of us go and meet them in the house.
Wouldn't that be an incitement?
I'm not inciting you. I'm just telling you,
if you want to get things working.
I'm not. You think somebody? Nobody is going to incite you to do anything you're going to do. If somebody is going to incite anybody to do anything in Nigeria, Nigerians could have been better than this before. Before now. Somebody carry a truck of rice in a lorry a week ago inside the marketplace. Before you know it, people are just removing it. Now my turn, everybody was carrying it. Now you go share this. Now they empty that truck.
Really?
I have the video, sir. Different places that this thing happened last week. Who inside them to go and start taking people's rights on the streets? And I told you sometimes ago in one of our interviews, I said we are pushing ourselves to a certain level that before you know it, somebody will go to the market to go and buy food stuff and hold it in his hand. Somebody will just come and collect the nylon bag from his hand.
Yeah, you said it in one of the distance.
Yes, and by the time you remove the nylon bag, if you want to talk, another person will challenge you, get out. Now only you go eat food for your house. I bet allow the man make it a carry and go buy another one. The person that collected the rice is not the person that collected the nylon bag is not the one that is going to talk. Somebody else will talk for him. But I want him to go, John. Go and buy another one. You have the money now. You don't be saying you have money before you go buy this one. It has started happening now. That somebody, okay, let me and you agree. I didn't say it is. Let me and you agree that that rice they put in that truck belong to the people for palliative. Did they allow it to get to the destination for them to be able to share it before they stop it on the road and everybody was carrying it? You never reached there. Ondo State here. A member of us APC. She was going for a meeting. She is a commissioner.
Yes, I saw that video where she was beaten. Commissioner was beaten up by
a ward chairman.
Okay, APC ward chairman
beats her up, and they were holding him and
okay, she sustained a very serious.
I'm just telling you, are we not getting there? Are we not getting there little by little? I know if somebody is inciting them, the person there did not know me. I don't know him. Why did he beat commissioner? No, tell me, do you think it is a governor that got there that time? What do you think the governor will go scot-free?
They said there was some discrepancy over the palliatives.
That is it.
And that resulted to fracas, that lifting of chairs and this thing. She sustained serious injury.
I don't know whether she sustained or she did not sustain. I'm telling you that this is what it will end up, because I say, so for me. Now when you say push, move, if you go reach wall, you go bounce back. It's what is happening now. Do you understand? I watched a video yesterday. It was so funny. It's not a prank video. The guy was going there to go and fight it out with his landlord with cutlass.
Really?
I swear. And they took him. He said, follow me. He went into the compound and he called the landlord. He come out. The beer he was eating, he was drinking, he hit his table, he hit everything. When the wives come out, he come out that dagger. Like, if you come closer to me, I'm going to cut your head. Ask your father, what has he come to do in my house? Because he came to do something so fetish in the house, but he didn't know that guy put CCTV there. So he said, I have it here with me. So all the daughters, the way they are coming, say he's going to break. When the man thinks saying a joke, before you know it, he carry that cutlass, go put for the man's head. The man dodge like this, the thing breaking glasses for his house.
Seriously.
I swear to God, I saw it. Unfortunately, I did not record it. I did not download it. Probably maybe along there, because I don't think it's one of these prankers. It's not prank. Do you understand now? Hey, I said one thing, my brother.
No, that commissioner should send a very serious signal that Nigeria is on a time bomb. That is why I tell you about this tenant and landlord.
You know what I'm saying now? Commissioner is suffering that. Landlord is suffering in the hand of his own tenant. He's facing it there. But you see, it's a stage that everybody is not knowing his rights. That thing that you think they don't know what they are doing now, they need it better than you think of. But perseverance. They are so resilient. Do you understand? Oh, Oh my God, I've never seen a country that is so resilient like Nigeria. I have never seen somebody, a soul from any land in the world that is so tolerant like Nigerians. I say sometimes, most times, what I watch most is Al Jazeera. I watch some of this documentary. When I see a lot of things that is happening in some of these countries, I swear to God, not even 1/5 of it.
Like Congo has been toppled by the military. What is actually happening in Africa?
It's not the Nigerian that toppled it, Abi.
These are the citizens of Congo
that took it, Abi. You will know, you will come back to end, you will end up to hear what I'm saying. You never know which I talk CSU. Since I say it on a parable. Are you getting what I'm saying now? What I'm saying is parable. It's better for us to do it right. Anything you want to do, let it be from the grassroots. Let it come from the masses. Let it go to the grassroots. To cushion the tension, my brother. Because if they fail to push the tension, you yourself will not be here to be interviewing me. Now somebody go to camera you. That one that has a camera a very long distance that will be taking what is happening in a long distance. We don't pray for it to happen in this country. But the only thing that will make it not to happen,
but don't you think the signs are everywhere with what is happening?
That is why when I say we are sitting on tambo, when somebody saying that Muslim, every time they talk of bomb.
Oh, this is not about Muslim. It's not about religion, but the realities are unfolding before us. And
because anybody
people are now hungry and angry.
That is why I say anybody can explode at any time.
Frustration, building up.
I said anybody can get exploded at anybody. Unless you did not cross that person. But if you venture to go and cross that person and you get to that person's line, my brother, it will explode. You understand? It will explode. But it has never reached a state that it is exploding where somebody has followers. So. Because if you break my own head here, where me I here, me and you dey here, as small as I dey here, if they see blood from my head, you don't go come out for here. I'm not joking. Just try it one day. Tell me, just come to this my place. Tell me that you are just joking with me, and you push me, and you should be serious about it while you are pushing me. Come and see what they will do with your camera. As small as I am, I'm not giving them anything. They are still for their rights. The kind of riders there are still for their rights. Individuals stand for their rights. That's what it takes.
Unfortunately, the senator seems to be taking, of course, enjoying the luxuries of office, taking allowances, enjoyment allowances.
They said it now.
While Nigerians are hungry.
No, they say no.
The desperation is keep building up.
I say,
and they are justifying their jumbo pay.
They say, my brother, they say that jumbo. They say a letter. They say na goodwill message. Is that what they end up telling you? You see, it makes me not to know where do you start issue of Nigeria? Where do you hold it? Is there something spoil, Abi? This thing will spoil. Now, where you want begin start to begin the adjust them? Where you want begin the repair them? Pipe burst. You should be able to know the leak that bring the water to that place. Probably, what are you going to do to stop the water from flowing? So that you change the pipe. But this is something that you don't even know where the water is coming from. And it needs to be changed. Then what are you going to do? I will take all what it takes to block it, my brother. That is the truth. See, the Yoruba, that's what they said. They said, Lord, where the no fit carry, what will happen? What will you go do? What will you go do?
You go throw am away.
You go
throw am away.
That's where you are going.
Wow. Okay, load where head no fit carry.
Carry.
You will throw it off before you
Then put it on your head. What are you going to do?
So does that mean the only way for humanity in this country is to throw that project called Nigeria away?
No, I'm not saying project. I'm not. No. I'm not talking of division. I'm not talking of division. You throw the bag eggs away.
Okay, why will you say them to throw it away?
Because
they control the economy, they have the power.
That is what that was. Okay, we don't want you to do it again, and we want you to control it. You don't have any honest person in your area. You don't have in your area.
Of course, we do.
Then from there, we start picking from any area that we have, irrespective of where somebody come from.
With the electoral system allowed.
I say you go reach stage when you say you don't go elect somebody before you carry and go give and sit to sit down. They are pushing us to that stage. I was pushing somebody on my Facebook wall about 2 or 3 days ago. I was saying this guy is supposed to go for DG, National Orientation Agency of Nigeria. Not politically, but worthy. When the guy saw it, now he laughed. I said, don't laugh, big brother. It's something that you want because somebody I grew up with. I know what he has been doing within society. And he has trained a lot of leaders in this country. He has worked with them in National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. With vast of his experience, they wanted to come and join politics so that they will be pushing him here and there, which is not right to do. Ahmed Tonko is the name. If you see a lot of submission he's been doing online, they never for one day look at the submission of this man.
Because it's not relevant possibly.
Yes, the party that they say not relevant to them because the man has the mind of contentment. Don't Ahmed have that contentment?
The Tanko
Ahmed. He has that contentment, my brother. I grew up with him. He's senior me, he's senior age. Do you understand what I'm saying now? We still have honest people in this country who are ready to do a lot of things for this country.
But how can we feel the impact of these honest men if the system does not?
I said that is what I'm
give them the opportunity.
That is what that's what I'm saying. That one day we'll go carry petrol like this, put for that so-called constitution like this, we go put on fire. Say put it one side and let's do something. Let's do something right for ourselves. Look at what is happening like Libya. 2 parallel governments and their own military. Even with the fraud that consumed thousands of lives, you understand? They still yet to come together to understand themselves. Because none of them want to believe themselves again. None of them want to trust themselves again. It happened in Sudan. You don't understand. Because at the end of the day, somebody will look at it. So this thing can happen in Sudan and they go scot-free, and it happened in Libya, and they okay, let us do it like that. Okay, if Nigeria is going to be, it's going to be. If it's not going to be, let it not be again. We are not calling for division. We are not calling for division, but with things like this, it's more or less like somebody is going to tell you, I'm doing what I like. You can't do any dictatorship. And those who are not ready to take it again, before we started this interview, you know what you say? You say Nigerian army can compromise. What did I tell you? I say if they don't take time, an ordinary corporal will overthrow Nigerian government.
An ordinary corporal in the military.
You will not know.
That does not have access to Astor Villa.
My brother, what will take him? Have you watched the kidnap of the black president? Have you watched that film before? It's an age film. It's a very age film. 45 years ago. I watched the film seriously. The kidnap of the black president. The kidnap of Mr. President. Publicly, the man just put handcuff for him. Before you know it, he raised Mr. President hand up like this. What do you want to do? He opened his chest that is bomb. Touch me, and me and Mr. President. Off we go. I watched the film. I watched the film very, very well. You understand? Yakubu go on. When his government is going to be toppled, do you know what will happen? He was there in United Nations OAU meeting. Eh? What happened to Shagari? He celebrated his Christmas holiday. What happened to Buhari? He's celebrating Salah holiday. Eh? It will happen. Even that time that they were doing all this, it's not as worse as this. So
Honestly, one of the viewers, esteemed viewers, said she lost confidence in the redemption of Nigeria since 1993. And as such, she gave up everything about Nigeria.
The 1993,
30 years down the line,
yes,
Nigeria has become more worse.
30 years down the line. Did you know that even the people that you are looking at, that you are seeing, looking at us as a saint at that time, they have put in our life on danger then? They've put in us where we are up to tomorrow. Didn't Nigeria vote for Abiola?
Yes, they overwhelmingly voted for him.
Is it supposed to be the way it is? Is the election supposed to be the way it went?
That's one of the fortunate incidents.
Very, 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 very unfortunate. Okay, now the election is perfect, 100%. Let's put it that way. He has been elected and he was not given to. And he ran to exile. On getting to America, when he stepped his leg on American soil like this, bam. Do you know what his first says? That the country should be sanctioned. Before going to his residence, he said the country should be sanctioned because he was being voted for, and they immediately sanctioned us. It makes Nigeria not to go to South Africa for Nation Cup. Abacha was not honored to come to South Africa to honor Mandela. I don't think maybe you've forgotten. Obasanjo, Abiola is for the masses, and he said they should sanction the same masses who has voted for him. They are living life of capitalists. If I can't get it, let everybody die. That's one thing with them.
If I can't get it,
let everybody die.
Let everybody die. It doesn't pay them.
It doesn't pay them. So at that time he said they should sanction this country, and this country was being sanctioned, which affected even including the people who has voted for him into power, and it was not given. Come and see sellout. Do you want to see where sellout come again? There are some guys who has kidnapped some people, who have held some people for hostage in Nigerian Airways, and they took them to Niger. Movement for Advanced Democracy. That's what they call young guys.
Yes.
Are you getting me? They got them there.
They hijacked the plane.
And it landed in Niger. And you want to go and face Niger with war that have been saving Nigeria several times, and a lot of things that you have happening. At the end of the day, they caught these guys and they go to prison. Did Abiola make any move for those guys to be released? How many human rights activists fought for these guys not to go to prison? How many fought for these guys not to go to prison? Did you really get what I'm saying now? Good. Now these guys are in prison. The person who said the country should be sanctioned now came back again to Nigeria. On federal government convoy, he came back to Nigeria. He was what? He was embraced, and they went and hold a meeting, a powerful meeting with him. He agreed to hands off his mandate. He didn't tell his people outside. He didn't tell them, let me go home to go and consult my people.
Okay, he agreed to hands off the mandate without informing his sympathizers.
If he did not agree, how did they give Kingigbe minister, who is his vice president? Why did they give him Kimi appointment? who is party chairman of NRC. Baba Tope, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm right or wrong. Maybe the man is late or right or alive. Ebenezer Baba Tope. He says it's one of the regrets he has ever had in his life for dancing to the tune of Abiola to agree to go and to work with Abacha. I sat down like this, me and Babaja Kende, I swear to God Almighty. Me and Babaja Kende sat down like this, facing ourselves. Babaja Kende was telling us, I was sitting before him because I am the chairman, Jakande Progressive Movement. I control Lagos West Senatorial District. So we go to his house, we hold meetings several times. So we, the executive, hold a lot of meetings with him at that time. We were the people, I am one of the entourage that went to go and launch AC in Abuja. That time, the first pioneer chairman was Zuma, Hassan Zuma. Ikini was there. AC was being sponsored by Atiku. They later advised Tinubu and the rest of them to add N into the name so that Atiku will not come and hijack it completely. That's why it became ACN. But the first pioneer chairman of AC at that time is Hassan Zuma, a very young guy. So different of people from different parties were there to launch AC then in Abuja. Did you understand what I'm saying now? Even the present Mr. President go under the umbrella of AD, which the party is still in existence, to abandon AD to embrace that AC that time. And up to the time they become AC and AD say they will never merge with them. They will never go alongside with him. And the party is still in existence. Did you understand what I'm saying now? So what I'm saying at that time is that at that time, he was the person that allowed most of his own people. Baba Jakande was telling me, to God Almighty, I swear to God, I swear and I swear. Baba Jakande was telling us, I was sitting before him, just like facing me like this. He was saying it was like, if there's anything he ever regretted in his life is the day Abiola invited him to go and meet Abacha. That day he did not go to go and do his Jumat prayer. That they did everything that very day to convince him that they should work for a He said, no, this is a mandate. Don't throw away the mandate. He said, no, they did everything. After long discussion with Abacha and everything, Abiola came back to come and tell them that they have agreed that they should do parallel government for 6 months. So he should bring his own candidates. That was when the present Mr. President was begging Abacha to give him sole administrator of Lagos State. Am I lying? Kola Abiola is alive. We are asking. Kola is not dead. He's alive. He was asking that they should make him sole administrator of Lagos State. Abacha said no. He even wants deputy. If they are not, they cannot give him the full sole administrator, he can be the deputy. You know, if people make money and in power, they will tell you that they want and die with Jesus. What they are doing now is Jesus that tell them. They tell you, they say, Prophet Muhammad speak to me last night. You want to tell this man that he's lying. That's what it goes with people in power. You understand? Is it not a sellout? This is something that a lot of people die for. In the name of they have voted for him. And at the end of the day, he ended up to come and say that they are going to run parallel. Now you see, it's done. And that's where they were able to tackle him. Was it not we and you that you have agreed that you are going to say? Already the agreement is a wide thing. The agreement was that he is not going for presidency. Because King Libya, you know what King Libya did? King Libya betrayed his boss, which is Yaradua, to go and tell Babangida that they have spent more than enough money into politics, which they are not supposed to, because it is the government that is financing SDP and NRC. They are looking for ways of cancelling that election at that time, cancelling the candidates, those candidates that time. So what Babangida candidate did at that time was he brought out his own poster, which was going around the nation. Say Baba, say Baba. That say Baba is not known for Buhari. That same Baba is not made for Buhari. That same Baba was made for same Baba Kingibe. It was that his own strategies again that Tinubu finally used with Aregbe when he wants to go for second term. What was the strategy they used at that time? If you want to go for a council or anything, you don't need to pay for any form. If you are going to work for Kingibe, they give you form, go and fill it. And he's the chairman of SDP at that time. But he was using all this money because he's strategizing himself on the ground. Before you know it, Babangida announced that all those who are contesting for this thing, no, they will not go for presidency. He's going to cancel it. After Babangida announced it, let them go and bring out his own candidate. He came out, he wants. Atiku wants. Okay, if you want Atiku want, Babangida now bring Abiola. Abiola is Babangida's candidate. You remember Abiola has resigned from political party, from partisan politics because of what they did for him in MPN. That even his own wife could not win the chairmanship of their area.
Okay, Babangida brought Abiola.
He brought him
to stop Atiku.
No. Not because of Atiku. Because he didn't want that election to come up. Okay. He played wrongly because he himself want to continue.
Okay, as a distraction.
As a distraction. So when there is nothing there, they say, okay, go and bring also somebody from the north. You come from the west. Bring somebody from the north. They brought this one to Lagos.
Okay, so they said that the election was a plan D.
It is a plan D. It is not intended to run.
Why Abiola wore the party?
He won the party logo to
election. These are deep revelations.
You understand now? And meanwhile, Tofa himself did not register in his own law. CC Ono, who is supposed to be running late, did not have registration from where he comes from. Those ones are enough to nullify the election.
So that Babangida's tenure could be extended.
The mistake he made is that the Nigerians I want to go as a civilian president. That was what Abacha end up wanted to be before he died. Where all parties now completely go for the man is better. That is the thing that the people who tell me that they are smart, they are intelligent. Not by stealing money. Are you getting me now? So that's what happened at that time. It was not meant to go. Chukwuemeka was being sponsored. Who did it? Nzeribe.
Ato Nzeribe.
48 hours to the time of election, they bought national, they call it Nigerian better Nigeria. That's what they call the name of their group. That they don't want that election to come up. When the court is telling them that election should not come up, that was on the 10th. And they made sure they go for election on the 12th. So their idea got stuck. The ideas of what can I do to continue got stuck. That is why when Babangida was going, do you know what he said? He said, I am doing what? I'm stepping aside. He didn't tell you that he retired. He resigned. He didn't tell you that he retired. The English is still there now. That he stepped aside. It's not meant to work. So all these people you tell, see them like this, it's a lie. They are defending their own money because at that time most of them are gun runners. They supply ammunition to Liberia. They supply ammunition to what do you call it? Supply to Burkina Faso and so. All those people that you see they are supplying ammunition wherever they are, they have the support of their own government. Because they have to be clear where they are buying it. They are not dealing with criminals. Did you understand? It may end up falling into their own hand and they start selling it to criminals. Do you understand? So his own money got stuck in Liberia. Well, I don't want this to work. But if you want the government to be able to work out your money to come out from Liberia, let's stage out that you want to contest. Abiola again gave it out to Abacha again. It was after that declaration that they said they want to run parallel government. When he came back home, Ikeja, that was when Gani took it upon himself. Gani Fawayemi, no. This is a mandate. We no go agree. That is when Abiola now come out to say we no go agree. He thought it's going to be very, very easy, but at the end of the day, he died in captive. And Abacha that you are calling idiot die in palace. Abiola died as a detainee. Abi?
Exactly.
And how does Abacha died? He died in the palace. Be it. I'm not his friend, no. I'm a realistic. Be it what do you call it? Be it Apple or anything you want to call it. He died in the palace. That's the truth of the matter. Most of these leaders we have in this country are not in any way, one way or the other, doing anything for us. They are doing it for themselves.
Wow, this has been a very educative moment, honestly. Being with you, Alhaji, is like a graduated lecture, honestly, for the PhD holders.
Thank you very much. Thank God.
Thank you so much for this
thank you.
enlightenment and very exciting moment.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Moment being with you here.
Thank you, Nigeria, for taking me the way I am.
Yes, on this note, I will wrap it up. We are live and direct here, bringing your way on by yes reportage. Our special guest today is Alhaji Mohammed. He's been an astute reviewer. Thank you so much for making time to be with us.
I really appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. Until the next edition.
Thank you.
Keep watching, sharing. Of course, you can join our YouTube channel membership, and support us so that we can continue in this good work, staying with this laudable project. Thank you so much. Until the next edition, remain blessed and have a fantastic day.
And you too.